If your sewing machine looks like this, it's called an oscillating hook machine, and it needs a little bit of maintenance. So this is how you do it. It's very easy. First of all, remove your bobbin case. Then you'll notice that there are two little black plastic latches that hold the cover in place. So just turn them a little bit to the side, just out of the way, and then you can remove what's called the race cover. It might be helpful to make sure that the needle is in its highest position to do this, but the race cover just comes out and it looks like this. Next, take the hook itself out, which looks like this, and then you're left with the actual raceway and the driver. The driver is called a driver because as the machine turns, it drives this hook back and forth to pick up the thread. So the first thing that you want to do is take a toothbrush. You can also put a little alcohol, like rubbing alcohol or something on there if you want, and you want to clean in this area really good, all up and down of this area. Move the driver out of the way and clean the entire area really good with the toothbrush. And make sure that you kind of blow it out a little bit. You don't want to blow a lot of lint inside the machine, but you can remove all the lint and debris that might be in there. If you have some stubborn caked on stuff, you might take a little scribe or a needle or something and scrape out any that's impacted into the little crevices. The next thing you want to do is take the hook itself and do the same thing. Clean it really good on all sides with the toothbrush and on the inside of the hook as well. Then, using your oiler, you want to place a little drop of oil. You only need one drop on the top of the hook and maybe a small on the side of the hook, but you want to be careful to get it in the right spot. So be mindful that you want to get the oil on the outer rim and then on the inner rim here and the inner rim here. Once you get that oil on there, don't over oil it because it'll just make a mess on your fabric. Then what you want to do is hold the hook by the centerpiece, by the stem, and very carefully just set it in place to where it lies into the raceway without falling out. And the driver, if you tilt back on the machine, I have the machine tilted back slightly here. If you have it tilted back, you should be able to see the hook rotate. I wouldn't suggest moving it like that much with it because it's just going to fall out. But got a little thread in the way there. So make sure that the hook is in place. Then take your race cover. Make sure that this cap here is facing to the back with these little posts here facing out. And then you'll notice that on the bottom of the cover, it's got a little positioner, and on the bottom of the race, there's a little notch. So make sure that your race cover slides in exactly where it's supposed to go. It will fit in nicely and it won't go anywhere. And then relatch it. And then make sure that your hook turns freely. Then put a new needle in the machine and you should be good to go.